Yeah. Yeah. All right, are we almost ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right. Welcome to this week of... Whoa. I need to start over. I was going to say Maiden Carol. We're not Maiden Carol. All right. Welcome, everyone, to this week of Carol Worldwide. I know I don't need to clap. That's just from the video thing, but it just gets
trained.
It just gets me pumped to start another
Let's
week.
all just clap. Thank you.
Wow, you need a soundboard. You need a soundboard.
I'm here,
Fred. Right? So it's another week live. Big news. I finally, well, are we going to be that shticky? I finally got my Sheetz mug back. Randy stopped holding it hostage, gave it to me. So
it's been released.
I've got, in addition to the audio, I've got the physical memento of the biggest day of our lives, which is just tremendous.
That was epic.
But I understand that we had a Sheetz issue that I can't even find out about because there's another Westminster online community that I literally tried to join and I either haven't been approved of or I've been rejected from. So can I put that on a resume? I'm too much of a bad boy to get in this one community?
It's a long process to get approved for that group. You've got to go down to the Department of Taxation and Assessments. You've got to fill out a PDF. You've got to submit it. You've got to wait 6 weeks for a background check. It's a long process. So while we're waiting, I can cover for you. The Sheetz scandal was purportedly started by a former employee who had three major gripes about Sheetz that we need to discuss. One of them was...
Sheetz corporate or
no,
our beloved Sheetz?
I think it's our beloved Sheetz. I think.
Oh, no.
It may have been a different Sheetz because there is one loophole. There's one problem. How long ago was it that we were there? Was it 3 weeks ago?
3 or 4 weeks, I think.
Okay. Well, first he said Sheetz in Westminster, and he said that the first thing was the fryers, they didn't change the oil for 3 weeks. Well, that means it's been since its inception. Now, the problem with changing the fryer's oil as a problem is that it's not a problem, because that sounds delicious to me. That's like not cleaning your grill. I mean, that's going to have burnt pieces of other food in there. Well, I don't know what the problem is.
So I used to filter fryer grease when I worked in fast food, and you don't always change it. Sometimes you just clean it.
Yes.
So it's unclear to me if that's I don't know the scope of the use of the fryer to know if that's enough of a problem. And I mean, he's not there every hour of every day.
True, but I don't think there's been a Sheetz in Westminster for long enough for that to have happened.
Oh man, we're already poking holes in this guy's theory.
There's lots of holes. Right. There's lots of holes. The other one is that he's saying that the cleaner that they were using for the fryers was toxic or something. Now, I thought the fryers weren't getting cleaned. So that kind of negates number one. Well, unless they were cleaning around the oil.
So you the way it works, you pull the oil out and then you clean the fryers.
Yeah.
So you could, to clean the fryers, you got to pull the oil out, and if you're pulling the oil out, it's got to be filtered. It's probably being filtered. So it's hard to imagine having it both ways, I think. Now I haven't seen the post, but
that doesn't you. These are the bullet points, and you're an attorney,
well, so just so you know, I haven't seen the post either.
Oh, big surprise.
For once, I read something.
Well, you had to. None of us could.
The third item, he said there were flies all around the food.
No.
Now listen, if you don't like flies, don't ever go to a barbecue and don't ever go on a picnic, because that's what happens when there's food around.
Yeah, well, so what was the response? Did our fair town rally to Sheetz' cause?
Mostly, that's where I really didn't read was the interactions and the comments. I kind of dropped off there because this was a post slamming a food place, and I really wanted to understand all the facts and see it from all angles before rendering any decision myself. So I didn't really read anybody else's, but I skimmed, and it looked like people will jump all over you no matter what you say, even if they don't read it. But I'd like to point out, it's a gas station. If you're going to pack up your kids and your family and say, let's go get dinner at Get and Go, or whatever, Steve, don't expect culinary excellence. I would go there and it's fried food we're talking about. You shouldn't be eating fried food anyway. So fried food at a gas station, kind of a double whammy. I wouldn't expect the level of some of our sponsors.
I wish I had read it and seen what the peanut gallery said, but ultimately this is just a whatever for me. You know, who cares? Like, whatever. If Sheetz seems like the guy might be having just like a bone to pick, and then on top of that, it seems like it's not factual, and then even if it is factual, it's like, whatever, man. The place just opened. No one's getting sick.
That's true. That's another thing. If there were, he was alleging that toxic chemicals were getting into the oil, wouldn't there have been an outbreak? Something like that happened at Bulgars like 10 years ago or so, and a lot of people got sick.
Well, but these people may get cancer in 15 years, though. So
Carol Worldwide will keep an eye on it.
we need to come back.
Yeah.
We need to come back.
Put it some evergreen. Put a flag down. We're gonna do some serious studies. Maybe get a class action going.
Mm-hmm. And you can do that because you're a lawyer.
Oh yeah, and I mostly do class actions. I certify classes.
Be fun.
And yeah, I get to be lead attorney. That's my life.
I've won tens of dollars in class action lawsuits.
I got a Ticketmaster one. I got a PlayStation one. I don't think I did it. Ticketmaster was like, go to one of these free crap concerts. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a prize. Sounds like a penalty.
Yeah.
Do you keep your nickel back or whatever it was?
Literally.
Yeah.
What else we have there?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
You got it all written down.
You're
All right, this was a really good. I love this one. This guy posted in the Westminster Online community. You're not supposed to be political or anything like that. This guy broke every single rule of power, of social etiquette, everything. It was so entertaining. He posted a thing about how he was against the NFL protesters, and he made a big statement about it.
Oh gosh, I remember this dude now.
Okay, and a lot of people started coming at him going, hey, what branch of the military did you serve? Because he was saying they were slamming, the kneelers were slamming the military, people who served in the military. That was his charge.
I think that's a controversial.
Hella controversial.
But what I was gonna say is like that's an arguable position. The people who are kneeling perhaps would say they're not having anything to do with the military issue. So like that, put that aside.
Yes.
So he's trying to put out his military credentials as reason why he's personally
Well, he didn't
agreed.
yet. He was talking about how it degrades the military. The military died for your rights. Blah blah blah.
This
So
guy didn't die.
I don't think so. He may have during this particular episode. But people started coming after him and saying, well, wait a minute, what branch of the military did you serve? Mm-hmm. 3 or 4 people said this. Then there was a long silence. We're waiting for you. People are following up. Long silence. Finally, he comes in. I did my basic training at Fort Knox. I was at blah, blah, blah brigade, something. He had this whole list of credentials. Everybody shut up. He had WOC's throat in his hand. Mm-hmm. He won. Then he said...
It's not over, is it?
Not over. Then he said, oh, I was dishonorably discharged for cooking eggs wrong and punching a major or something like that. So he wasn't even like an active soldier. He was a cook, and he did something wrong. And
Hold on. Have you seen Under Siege with Steven Seagal? He was a cook, and he took back an entire ship by himself. So if you're in the armed forces, you get it. But then again, he was not in the armed forces. In fact, he was dishonorably discharged. So like, does being dishonorably discharged from the armed forces, is that like worse than having never been in the armed forces? I guess.
According to the Westminster Online community, lynch mob, yes, it is worse. And then everybody came down on him for that. But the life lesson here is don't go past your goal.
Right.
The guy won. The guy beat everybody, and then 5 minutes later ruined it.
Yeah,
but wasn't he also not supposed to post politically?
Exactly. He broke every law.
Probably the sort of guy
everything.
who'd punch a major in the face.
Yes. Obviously, we have a self-control issue.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a control issue right there. So.
And then it just got hilarious from there, and then I think the admin deleted it, or he deleted it out of shame.
I'm telling you, we need to do a podcast on deleted posts.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
kind
hard,
of
though.
are right now.
Oh, we kind of are.
Both things we talked about were deleted.
Okay.
Well, you got your wish. Podcast wish granted.
Yeah, what else we got? You got anything, Dennis?
I'm looking over your paper.
Mine? Well, there was the Eagles versus Beatles.
Oh, I saw that. Like there was the guy just asked the Eagles. Which, first of all, isn't the argument always the Rolling Stones versus the Beatles?
I thought so.
That's always the argument, right? The Stones versus the Beatles. And like the Eagles are such a weird group to put up because they're like a decade different at least, right? They're like firmly 70s and 80s, and the Beatles are firmly 60s, 70s, right? And then like the Eagles are like soft rock. Like I don't dislike the Eagles, Big Lebowski.
I do.
It's quite a different genre.
What's that?
It's quite a different genre.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, like, we could argue about like, potato chips versus chocolate, but like we're kind of in different realms here, right?
Right.
But it generated a lot of, man, people really get fired up. I think the Eagles, like, they must
How
be-
did this begin? Like, how did
just
this,
someone posted, like, which one's better?
Yeah. And I don't know
Really?
how that's community related. It really isn't.
So, what did people say? How'd they weigh in?
I think the Beatles
I'm the
won.
wrong person to talk to because I hate both bands.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like music at all?
I love music. I love interesting music. I
Do you like, let me guess, you like Disturbed?
No, I don't
and
like nu metal
all
at
you
all.
all you like is new metal.
I really don't like Disturbed at all.
What do you like?
Oh, I like a mix. Anything interesting. I like Daft Punk. I like them a lot. I like Clutch. Anything hard driving and original or electronic and layered. Anything that's interesting.
So not the Beatles or the Eagles. I mean, that
Not
makes
the
sense.
Beatles or the Eagles,
That makes
no.
What about
sense.
the Rolling Stones?
Rolling Stones got some ass in their music. I like them.
Okay, that's what. All right, that's the thing, because like Rolling, like
Can we say yes? I hope
Yeah.
so.
Just did.
Yeah.
so Beatles versus Eagles to me, like if you say Stones versus Beatles, like it indicates like you pretty much should like one or the other. If you like say you like Eagles versus Beatles, though, it doesn't like tell me. It's not like a signpost about where your musical tastes lie. That's why it confused me.
Yes.
But
You're both in
I
the
mean, I
music
like them
community.
both, so I
Yes.
didn't have like.
And they're both.
I got a peaceful, easy feeling about that whole poll.
I know you won't let me down.
Well, I did because I like the Eagles, and I use a gas grill, so you're really suffering.
Speaking of grilling, B Flat Barbecue will be tomorrow, 4 to 8 at Pub Dog, with a whole menu of stuff. So 4 to
Are they
8 tomorrow
sponsoring this?
at Pub Dog, sort of.
Okay.
How are they
Sort of.
sort of sponsored?
I'll explain it later. I told you guys how they're sort of sponsoring it.
I know you did. I thought perhaps our listeners would like to know.
That doesn't affect
The-
them. But
the
they're going to
inter-
have delicious barbecue, B Flat Barbecue tomorrow, 4 to 8 Pub Dog.
But the,
We can't let them into the Byzantine workings of Carol Worldwide.
that's true.
That sort of stuff, like,
There's stuff we got to keep
It's-
close to the chest.
you know, Game of Thrones level stuff that they just really aren't ready to hear about.
Yeah.
Or that could, look, you podcast or you die. That's like the way it goes in the cutthroat podcasting world.
So do we have a sponsor today? Then? I think we do.
We do have a
Today is the
stuff.
chamber, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
who did not feed us only because we requested not to be fed.
Yeah, and if you own a business in Carroll County, you really should be a member of the chamber. It's not a government organization. People think it is.
Yeah, they really do. They think it's like the farthest thing from the truth.
Right. It's not a government organization at all. They have no political stance. You ask them about kneeling, they'll just tell you about the local businesses in the area and who can help you. Who can help you find the answer to kneeling. And perhaps the 48 Laws of Power that you might want to read before you're going off about punching a major.
Yeah, but I think all of us have benefited from
Yep.
chamber association membership.
It's really the business community.
It's the firmament of the business.
I'm a
community.
member, even
I'm
though
a
I
member.
paid late.
Barely.
Yeah.
You barely made
You're
it in this time.
You're in.
I'm in.
You know.
I'm in. Steve's in.
Yeah, we're all in.
We're all in, and everyone else should be all in the chamber too. It's even if you're not part of the chamber, there are some ways you could utilize it in certain. There's certain activities that the whole community benefits from, like the Carol Biz Challenge.
Boom. There it is.
Carol Biz Challenge, which our own Steve Lowe helps put on.
Yep.
He doesn't want to talk about very much. He's trying not to cross brand,
It was
cross
great.
promote.
It was a
but
good event, though.
It's
It was
good.
great.
Good time. So thanks to the chamber.
Brewery
for,
Fire won the People's Choice and the grand prize. Am I
And
allowed
who-
to say that, right?
Yeah, and they were in fact on Made in Carroll season 2. I missed
were.
that episode, but you all went out there and
Yes, we did.
had some Brewery Fire in your belly, and they're catching on.
Yep.
So
And that was entirely made possible by the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce.
so thanks to them for sponsoring 1,000,000%, and for continuing to. There you go. There you go. So, gosh, there was some like linkage I had in my mind about all these topics, and it's like totally evaporated. So, like, what's next on the list?
We could do something fun. We could talk to Steve a little bit here.
Oh, I did hear there's another Steve game.
There is another Steve game. So, you all remember, I've been dealing with something personal lately that's been really bothering me. I have been sleeping well. I've been scream crying into my pillow at night.
More than normal?
More than normal. Yeah. Let's see if we can review. You all remember this.
And we've got the one at the Get and Go or whatever the gas station
The
is.
Get and
Haven't
Go.
we already
Wait,
done this?
Wait a minute. My team did research and found Get and Go was in Frederick.
Yeah, so you said.
We're retreading. You could have
Yes.
played the past Get and
I
Go
know.
clip too.
This turned out to be false.
It's not.
And I fired my team and hired a whole new research and development team because the thing in Frederick is called Get Go, not Get and Go. It's just Get Go.
Steve looks very puzzled at this.
Yes, well, he should be because he's off the hook for the Frederick allegation. However, there is a whole slew of Get and Go's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I think this is more
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
So I see this one two ways. Either he's from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or he's illiterate.
I don't know.
It's probably more
But
likely.
there's a bigger wrinkle to
How many
this.
Get-Go's are there, though? Is that which one has the yellow sign, I think, with the blue?
It doesn't matter because Get and Go, as you said,
Get-Go.
so easily.
You got the one at the Get and Go or whatever the gas station.
Yeah, see, so easily.
Or whatever the gas station. Or you're missing the or whatever the gas station is.
But the first, right? But because you knew nothing but Get and Go, you didn't know of Exxon.
It's the
or
whole. Get and Go is like
Sheetz.
what is it? Hippopotamus.
Eponymous. if Get and Go is eponymous, then you must be from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
I have been to South Dakota, but not Sioux Falls.
Well, they're all over South Dakota. There's one in Sioux Falls that I know of. Maybe that's where it came from. However, my team and I were onto something. 3 o'clock in the morning, we had thought we got it.
Yeah.
But then this happened.
What happened?
Apparently it was what do you call that? A prime rib hoagie?
Hoagie.
You know what? I noticed that.
Hoagie.
He's not from the Mid-Atlantic if he uses hoagie.
Who uses
Well, kind
hoagie?
of. New Jersey and Philadelphia use hoagie, Steve.
Not Maryland, though.
Not South Dakota either.
Wow.
You
guys are getting really close to the truth.
We talk about subs around these parts.
We talk about subs, but the name of this game is What the Hell is Up with Steve? Now, Steve, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
Wow.
Okay, I didn't know if there was actual game element.
This is some high-tech
Ready,
sound
Steve?
effects.
Steve, what the hell is going on? That's your question.
With what?
I can't figure this out. You're talking about hoagies, you're talking about Get and Go's. Do you get a hoagie at the Get and Go?
Maybe I've just traveled the
Cosmopolitan
parts
Steve.
of the country.
He's so cosmopolitan.
Yes.
I guess.
I've been around.
My team and I are going to continue working on this mystery as we unravel Steve.
My
great
game
unraveling.
doesn't have any sound effects, okay? And so I just feel
You have a
bad.
game too?
I've got a segment.
Okay.
I'm not gonna call. I don't know if it's a game or not. It's called Basic Bitch or Randy Goldstein.
They might be synonymous.
Okay. So like what I noticed is like Randy and I's Facebook friendship coincide with the podcast, and I would see pictures like from Randy's stuff, and I like literally didn't know sometimes if it was gonna be Randy Goldstein or a Basic Bitch. So we're gonna play a game.
Can we
where
say bitch? Can we say bitch?
I guess so.
Well, Basic B, I don't know. We're going to make an executive decision. But we're going to have to talk about some things that are on Randy's feed. And Steve, you're going to tell me if you think this is actually Randy or a basic
Finally,
or someone basic. Okay, so Randy, don't give him any high signs. Then Randy can reveal whether. And I don't know if Randy's going to remember.
I don't
all right?
either.
So
I post so seldom. I don't even know. But okay.
all right, so I've got one. Complaining about a Starbucks order.
Well, that was a Starbucks. I'm trying to remember. We featured the guy about a sign there at Starbucks, but that's
This
different.
is not
This is
podcast
all-
related.
right, okay.
This is personal Randy.
Man, I'm gonna go with basic bitch.
This was Randy. His
man.
Starbucks container. What did they call you? Red.
Red.
They called him Red, and there was a thread about it
about Red?
where he complained. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For another one.
I'm ready.
Duck face selfie.
Randy.
You want to talk about this one, Randy?
I've never posted a duck face selfie in my life.
I didn't actually see that. That was just to make sure we could actually play the game. Because if the
Okay.
game was only you,
Right.
it
There
wouldn't
has
be
to
any
be
fun.
something.
There has to be some randomness
Right.
there. So that's the game for this week.
That's the game. Just two.
Just two.
I
Yes.
will say that the funniest
I lost
thing
them both.
on Facebook, the funniest thing in my opinion, is when a guy posts a duck face selfie, seriously, like he's trying to look sexy. He posts it with all seriousness, and all the comments are making fun of the fact that he posted a duck face selfie. I don't think there's anything funnier than that, except seeing somebody completely self-destruct, which is always good.
Which we already saw that with the punching the major dude.
And we see that almost every week.
No, he didn't self-destruct. He was just stupid.
Well, I think
Well,
it's
Seeing
self-destruct.
somebody lose their mind, self-destruct, and then delete their account,
Oh yeah,
that's good stuff.
deleting the whole account is a strong move.
It is.
It's like I'm done with social media.
But then they come back because you pause your account. You don't really
Yeah, they don't let you delete it.
delete your content, God forbid.
All right, so
there
we're
forever.
we're done talking about ourselves. What else do we? I see not everything's crossed off yet.
No, they are. I didn't know they just didn't cross it off as we were talking
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
How far are we into this? We okay?
We're, I don't know how many minutes we're going to shave off the beginning, but we're at 21 minutes.
I think we're good.
I think
I
we're
don't
good.
have anything else unless you do.
So, I don't think so. I'm Dennis Twig.
I'm Randy Goldstein.
I'm Steve Lowe.
See y'all later.
Bye.